G'day guys, this is something you probably won't see any more than once while we own this trailer, although you've seen it many times on our trips. This is the first time it's ever been up here with the rest of the gear. You can see over there the boat, a camping trailer, and I've had to shift a couple of things out of the way. Got the kayak and the Erd over the other side there. Yeah, we've got lots of trailers, use them for different purposes. Being the coaster trailer, this one's almost always attached to the back of the coaster, but it's off getting fixed at last. So I'm taking the opportunity to rip everything out of here and do some work inside. We're going to clean all this up. It's got pretty grubby over the years. And job number one is that. I've been promising myself forever that I'm going to rip all that mess out and redo it. So that is definitely job number one. Once that's done, I'll be going through all the gear that's in here and deciding if there's anything that's not needed anymore. Certainly I think the satellite dish can come out permanently. We never use it. You know, it sits against the back wall and takes up a lot of space. So there's still a bit of gear in there. We've got a spare gas cylinder, some spare water. It's really used just for washing hands and things at the back of the trailer. Your dunny roll, because we use this as an outside dunny, and a toolkit, hatchet, and then there's a block splitter behind that, and yeah, other bits and pieces. So yeah, gonna have to go right through all this, see what's here, what's not, and we'll give that wire priority because that definitely needs attention. Nothing wrong with it, it all works. But it's a mess. It just looks disgusting. And it's been there for years and it's never caused me the slightest problem, but it's time to tidy it all up. So you can see everything's fused. It has a bar to go to at the top there. But it is spaghetti junction after all. But long overdue clean-up time for this poor old trailer. It's a very old trailer, and you can see over here some of the gear that goes in it. That's including the table and the porta potty and whatnot, but that's just the small amount of gear. The big pile is over here. We carry an awful lot of crap, don't we? I'll be going through all this and working out what's there and what isn't. Some of it actually stores in the coaster, but with our bad experience last time about leaving stuff in there and the coaster getting broken into, we decided this time everything was coming out. So it's a bit hot this afternoon to get stuck into that, and the sun is right on the area I'm going to be working. So early tomorrow morning we're grabbing some spools of wire, some shrink wrap, and getting my box full of connections out, and we'll see what we can do to make that look a whole lot better than it does right now. Well, here we are the next morning. All the gear's laid out, hopefully all the things I'm going to need to get the job done. And we'll get stuck in to doing this first. Now, I'm not going to bore you with watching me gradually pull it all apart and put it back together again, but through the magic of editing you'll see in 1 second what probably took me hours of work. Well, that's about it. Certainly a bit tidier than it was, and got all the bits and pieces back in the trailer, as you can see. Oh, I carry all sorts of junk, it's amazing. What ifs? If you need this and you need that, you might need something else. Certainly we don't do it on a shoestring these days. And all sorts of bits and pieces up in there. There's a set of light bars if we want to put them out at night. There's actually a gazebo that we can put up freestanding, a smoker, a bits and pieces bag. It's got wires and funnels and all sorts of odds and ends in it. Spare sleeping bag, because down in the corner there, if we want to take 3 people, we've got a little pop-up tent, which is a lot like the little Coleman, but a cheaper version. Shower tent there, because sometimes it rains and we want to keep the scooters in the trailer, and we don't want to use the trailer as the outside dunny. Blue bag's got wet weather gear. Black bag's got ratchet straps and oki straps and all that sort of stuff. I'm puffing like anything because I only just finished this. Tent pegs, and of course we've got coolant and oil. All sorts of bits and pieces you can see along the side there. Mostly tools. At the back there there's an ARB pump for pumping up the tyres. And we went through some of this before. Seats down here. That's actually where the scooters go when we have them in. And I just move the seats across. You've got the porta potty there. Behind that's my pump in a box and some spare water. Behind there is the battery, some spare fuel for the generator. Hose for filling the water tanks. The black bag on top of the generator there is filled with all sorts of stuff for the solar system, for when we put the solar blanket and that sort of stuff out. All sorts of connections. And yeah, it's all pretty much back to normal now, which is great. I am stuffed. Up here is the camera that's failed. I have to do something about replacing that at some stage. It's nice to be able to see what's coming up behind you and be able to back. Oh yeah, we've got a fishing rod up there, or that's got no line on it at the moment. I have to put a little fishing kit in here. That's the next job, I suppose. Okay, well, just was a quick look at rewiring this while we had the chance. I've been thinking about doing it for years because the wiring system just sort of grew out of bits and pieces and spare bits of wire and all sorts of rubbish, so now all the worst stuff's been replaced and taken out, and we'll see how it all goes. Hopefully it goes well. Okay guys, that's it for now. Catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. See ya.